Hey guys, this is number 3 video blogging adventure or vlogging adventure. Today I learned a lesson, and the lesson is about being lost in translation. It's not really like that movie with Bill Murray, but it's about my life where the past few days we've been having issues with our heater, and my roommates have been confused with all these emails with the management, the the maintenance guy that's trying to fix our heater. Sometimes the words in the emails come out as English or someone who doesn't really know English well, but they're Asian or Chinese. I'm Asian and Chinese. Anyway, later this evening I was trying to get home, but the L train wasn't going back to Brooklyn. So I figured I would go out and just walk around, maybe get dinner. And it ended up being a lot of hot sake happy hour. And then I started talking to this guy next to me because I think I was sitting in a way that he couldn't sit in his seat. And I was like, oh, you should sit here. And he was like, nah, it's your seat, man. It's your seat, buddy. And then I realized I think this guy is probably the owner of the restaurant because he acted like he owned the place. I think he was the owner. I started talking to this guy. I said, this is my first time at this restaurant. And then he said, well, this place might not have the best food. It might not have the best music. It might not have the best staff. And he said that right in front of his staff. And I'm thinking, yeah. But then he finished it up with, but we always try our best. We give it our all. So in that way, it makes sense. I can see how in English, something is lost in translation when you say your staff sucks in front of them. But he means well. His intention was to say that they try their best. And that's what he's proud of. Just like Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow might not be the best quarterback in the NFL. He's not even in the NFL right now. But he tries his best, and that's what I'm proud of. That's what I respect about Tim Tebow. Basically, he's saying that his staff is like Tim Tebow. They might not be the best, but they try their hardest, and they give it their all. And I respect that. Now, going back to our heater situation, I can see sometimes that there's things lost in translation. When people say that they're going to send a plumber over when our heater is broken, maybe they don't mean plumber. In Chinese, it probably translate to an overall handyman of, we're gonna send a handyman over. That's probably what they meant. There's no reason to ever make fun of Chinese people. They mean well in the words. They just don't know how to speak English that well. My point is, just give them a chance. You don't have to bitch and complain all the time. Because sometimes my roommates, they bitch and complain all the time. And sometimes they're even lost in translation. Sometimes they talk about technical gadgets and computer stuff and internet stuff. And I'm like, dude, you're a fucking idiot because that's not the technical term. But who's to say who is right? I know they're wrong. The thing is that just because I know the technical terms and I know that they're technically not correct in how my roommates talk about computers and things like that, doesn't mean that they're complete idiots. It just means they don't know English as well as I do. Anyway, my point is that sometimes things are lost in translation, and it's okay. That's the lesson I learned today. Now, the handyman maintenance guy did install the thermostat upside down, so I don't think he understood English.